My first impression. Well, you guys already know how I feel about Shiki. He's like really, he feels like he's really responsible. He knows what he's doing. He's literally the mom of the group. He's our caretaker. He'll also be very serious when he needs to be, right? Which I really appreciate. That's how I know we're in good hands, right? We love a nice, serious mom that's always looking out for us. Honestly, Kaylin's like that too. Kay was actually like, he was actually acting like a dog. He was like in character when we met up with him. He was one of the few people that was like behind the whole group, like looking out for us, which was really nice. I know, I'm aware that he told the story where I kind of ran off from the group. I saw a One Piece store and literally, my head perched up. I was like, oh, no way. And I just went. I didn't say anything. I just went straight to the One Piece store. I looked around, started looking around. I didn't tell them anything. I just went. It was bad on me, by the way. Yes, I should have done that, but I couldn't help it. They told me, you know, if you're gonna go somewhere, let the other boys know. I was like, okay, yeah. I know, all right. But Kay's really funny. He's quite the yapper. He's a yapper on stream, but he's also quite the yapper IRL too. Checks out. He's really funny. I like him a lot. Yeah, honestly, everybody's really nice. Liron, he's really nice too. I have nothing like bad to say. They're just really nice people to be around. They just made me feel really welcoming. I feel like Liron, I'm just like, damn. Liron is like the food guy. He knows what to get when we go out to eat. I remember going to this like chicken place and he recommended this dish. I was like, okay, let me try it out. And it was literally the best thing in the whole place. I was like, damn, Leo, you know your shit. You know your shit. He knows what's up. He's the food guy. Just good vibes to be around. Ash as well. Ash is really cute. That's like probably the best way to describe him. You can tell he was having a great time in Japan. He was so happy to be there around the people, around us. It was just very cute. Just seeing how he reacted to things. You can tell that he can't wait to be in Japan again. It was very endearing to see that side of him. I really enjoyed just watching him just enjoy himself. I know I sound like a creep, but it was just very loud. Not in an annoying way, of course, but it was like his reactions were very, very loud and wholehearted. It was really nice. I think the other boys can agree with that as well. They were just generally a nice bunch. I really loved being around them. I can't believe I was like really nervous meeting up with them. It just made me feel so welcome, like a little family, right? Can't wait to see them again.
What was your first impression of all of us FSP and do you have a favorite senpai? I guess we'll do literally everyone like the question asks. Guess we'll start with Ravalum, huh? So Gale, everyone who knows Gale knows that he's kind of a goofball, right? And he's literally just like that even upon like first meeting him. He's very unabashedly himself, I think. He's really like nice and warm, but he's definitely goofy. I like Gale a lot though. He messaged me earlier. We want to try to get a collab for next week, but I haven't thought of anything to collab with. We'll see. Cass was like funnier than I thought he would be because he seems very like kind of chill and like very pretty and like very demure, but he was like actually really fun. He was actually really fun. Cass was really funny actually. I liked hanging out with him in Japan. It was fun. Cass demure. We're talking about first impressions, guys. Keep in mind, I've been here 2 weeks. We Lamentus guys aren't even from here. Girl, I don't even go here. Lucy, I feel like everyone always says that they're like scared of Lucian. I wasn't intimidated or anything, but he's like, you know, he's like really talented. Like he's a really good singer and like he's very involved. He was like chill. He was really chill when we met. He was easy to talk to and spend time with. He was very chill, real chill. Did you get to hear his billionaire laugh? Yeah. Soft boy, if that's the term you would use. I would say just a chill guy. If any Netherlings are here, I'm sure they would agree with me. Xander is a lot. Not in like a bad way, but like he's so Xander. Upon first meeting everybody, you know exactly which one is Xander. He's very like similar in the way to like Gale is exactly how you would expect him to be. Xander was exactly how you think he would be. He was like really confident and like funny. He's very sure of himself. I didn't spend too much time with Xander. There was a few people that we didn't have too much time to spend with Lamentus because like the schedules of all of us being in Japan, there was a lot of moving parts. You know who Xander is when you meet him. Roscoe, he was very dependable. I think in a way that maybe you wouldn't expect immediately. You know, he's part of Ravalum, That's Dai senpai. Roscoe was really helpful, especially for a debut. He helped a lot of us a lot. All of Ravalum and Ravenous for that matter did. But Roscoe, like the lore stuff, like he's like really smart and he's like a good writer and things. Like I don't know, he's not how I expected him to be, but no, he was very chill, but like very dependable. Did you mix any of the members up IRL? No. The key to doing that is to never try to guess who somebody is. Didn't he come up with Famishiki? No, for some reason I want to say that was Lucy and Lunaris. If that was Roscoe, then my bad, brother. Roscoe did Famishiki? You guys know better than me, apparently. Roscoe said he came up with it. I don't know, guys. There were a lot of people who probably want to take credit for that. I'm sure Nix Voltaire would probably want to take credit for it. There was a lot of discussion and hype around Famishiki when all of us got introduced in the Discord for the first time, and the boys had made us Discords before meeting us based on our character designs. There was some discussion of us before we even met, so there was some speculation on what we wanted to call ourselves and like what our fan names and stuff would be. They were trying to like guess. So that's Ravalum. Ravenous, I guess we'll start with Nyx since we were talking about him. Nyx is busy, guys. I don't know. That guy's always doing something. I don't know how he does it. He always has something happening to him or he's happening to the world. He's always got something going on. I don't know how he does it. He's always appearing somewhere or doing something or having his entire setup blow up on him. I don't know, man. God bless him. Again, really helpful though. He was one of the people I talked to, I would say the most pre-debut with like questions and things. Nayu was right on the tail end of our trip. I got to spend a good bit of time with Nayu. Nayu was so like nice and like very welcoming. He and I talked a pretty good amount during the time that we were in the same area together. We had a dinner with everybody where all of us and some of the staff all went to dinner at the same time, and he sat across from me, so it was like our first time meeting everybody. It wasn't awkward to have him be like the guy that I interacted the most at a dinner. He was very like warm and welcoming, a very disarming person. I like him a lot. Who do you feel like you got the closest out of your senpai so far? Definitely Altis or Rysar, but some of that is just because the way things worked out, I was just able to spend the most time with them. They were in Japan before the others when we were, so like we got to see them. So I guess I'll do Rysar and Altis together because I kind of like, in my mind, they're very similar. Like that's Unk. They're very dependable. They were being tour guides for all of Lamentus. They were showing us around and making sure we were all settled in. Very accommodating, I guess conscientious of us kind of being there for the first time and doing all this for the first time. They were really good to us, Altis and Rysar. Of course, everybody did some of that, but for me personally, Altis and Rysar did that the most for me. Hope you get to hang out with everyone when you go back. Of course, it'll be really fun to see everybody again. And then Malum, little baby Malum. I don't know why everyone's like, that's baby. How old is Malum? Because like genies are like Jin, they're kind of old. He's forever 21. Baby is a state of mind. But yes, little baby Malum. He was so funny. As much as you would think that because he's forever 21, he'd be like a lot and like cuckoo crazy, I would say really like reasonable and like chill. But he was funny though. Like he's pretty wise, not gonna lie. I mean, I guess that's what the forever part is for. Wiser than I think people give him credit for sure. And also, of everybody, he was liking Pokemon. That guy, I swear there wasn't 1 second where he wasn't looking for Pokemon. He was loving it. He wasn't the only one. There were definitely a few people that were very Pokemon pilled, but he comes to my mind when I think of like the Pokemon arc. Malum, he's about it. But a lot of the guys are about it. That's all of FSP. Oh, I forgot Lamentus. Wait, I've been over them before. I don't need to talk about them again. I've answered that question before. Kalen Shy, Sweet Boy, Liron, the sweetest boy, Ash, Goofball, Elias, Out of Pocket. There you go. Shiki, the best one. There you go.
Do you have any Oshis in Ravalum before joining FSPEN? Oh, this is a hard question. I do, and trust me, I do. I think this is gonna be me sounding like I love everyone, but yes, and before me joining FSP, I enjoyed mostly Lucy's content, Roscoe's content. I watched him a lot. I think everyone on FSPEN is very talented. Everyone has their own thing. And I think the word Oshi is someone that you admire or you like their content. So I would say like, I have 10. Next question. Who's the most reliable in Lamentus? Oh, there's a funny story about this. So there was one time I texted the group chat, right? Trust me, it was nothing bad. And everyone responded, but the first one to show up was Ash. So yes, for me and my own experience, Ash is the most reliable because when I needed him the most. I don't know if I can tell this story because I don't want to, but he was there to help me. And also Riser, but Riser is not from Lamentus, so Ash. What about Ellie? Ellie's also reliable too. I think if Ellie was awake, Ellie would also come into my rescue because I know Ellie was asleep at that time because it was very early. But every time that we were in the group chat, like, hey, who wants to hang out? He was like, I'm down. What about Shiki? Shiki is also very reliable. That's what I like about Lamentus. It's the same situation that happened to Roscoe. I don't know if you remember, guys. Happened to me. I don't want to go into details, but yes, I had to be in the group chat like, me, please help me. If you know, you know. I don't know if I can like fully disclose the story, but if I do, I will on the future tell you. So let's go. Next question. What are your first impressions of your Genmates? Congrats on the view, by the way. This is a good question. Let's go by the order that I met them. So first, the first one I met was Ellie. So sweet. He saw me and he was like, Leron? Ellie first double checked that it was me because we did not know how each other, like anyone looked, right? But it was obvious because I was with Riser. And he was like, Leron? And then it was like, we gave a big hug to each other. Very sweet. I know he might look crazy, but he is very sweet. It was my first impression. Ellie is very sweet. Very caring too, because I remember there was a situation in Japan where I got a leg cramp and he was like constantly checking on me. He was like, how is your leg? Is your leg good? He is very sweet and very caring. Also, he noticed details because we were sitting on a train and he was like, he smelled me like, are you wearing cologne? I'm like, yes, you smell very good. I'm like, thank you. And I like blushed. I blushed a little bit. I was like, so yes. Then Shiki at first was very quiet, but then when he got the hang of everyone, he talked more. Very funny. Very funny individual. You know how is Shiki. Would you consider Shiki as sweet? I would say Shiki is like 40% sweetness, and then the other 65% is just pure rage bait and funniness. Then who did I meet later? Oh, Ash. When Ash turned around, the first thing he did was open his arms like, Leron, and he like hugged me. Like the first thing that he did. That was the first thing that he did. Ash is also someone that he is very, like I said before, reliable, smart. He is a god. He is a god. He knows about stuff. First impression, it was that, whoa, that's a good hug. That's a sweet hug. Oh, I'm gonna rank their hugs. Okay, let's finish the first impressions. Then funny thing about Kalen, that he was the last one to arrive. And then we made like, guess who is who? Because we were with Manisans. And we planned like, let's play a little prank on Kalen. No one talked. And Manisans goes like, guess who is who? And we were like, just standing like this. And he was so lost until we started like talking, like, I'm just gonna say one phrase. And then it's like, oh, Leron, that's you. And then that's Ash. That's Shiki. That's Ellie. So my first impression is that Kalen, it's shy, but at the same time, he is not shy. At first, he was a little bit shy, like, I don't know. But when he got to meet us like 1 or 2 hours later, he was just vibing, laughing, like, you know, talking. And that's why I enjoy my Genmates so much, because if you see us interacting, we have met for a long time. Yes.
Lamentus first impressions. About the senpais, I told you guys that I had met Riser alone, Altus alone, but the others were kind of like, I met everyone at the same time for the rest of them. So first impressions were like, everyone is so excited. But for Lamentus, my first impression as a group, when I told you guys already, when I landed, I was the last one because of like issues, and the first thing, I was really tired, and the first thing they made me do is guess who is who. That did not go well, by the way. I kind of failed. That did not go well. I don't think I got anyone right. Did I get Ellie right? Ellie and Shiki, I think? Probably. I don't know. My first impression of Liron is it was really interesting because I usually stand in the back. I'm like usually stand back a little and try to like observe people. But with them, I was immediately like drawn in. I was like kind of in it already. Liron is really I saw Liron as like this really cuddly guy. I don't know. He was really nice and really easy to talk to. It was really easy to like, I don't know how to explain. It's just like a feeling, kind of like an aura. I don't know. Ash is really nice, but not in a like, oh, he's a nice guy kind of way. He's like really, really, really endearing. Is that the word? Yeah, really endearing. He's like, the way he talks about things and the way he talks to you is really, it makes you feel nice. Charming? I wouldn't say charming, but it feels nice to talk to Ash. Shiki, oh my god, Shiki was like, I was so intimidated. Shiki is really nice, but he gives strong confidence energy. He gives really, really like, I'm confident energy. Big bro energy, I don't know. Maybe it's the confidence. I'm like, he's intimidating. Oh, no. He's not intimidating. I felt intimidated, but that's the way I feel for a lot of people because I'm shy and nervous about everything. I don't know how to explain stuff. Trustworthy? Yes. Like I said, he's really reliable, and I guess you can really just feel that immediately. That's what it was for me, at least. And also, you kind of like, of all the people in the group, I guess he's the one that you would like catch some, like he rubs off on you, I guess, because after Japan, I started saying like heard to people when they were like talking to me and saying like, oh, you need to do that. I'm like, heard. But like, we tank those. I say that a lot too because of him. Then we have Ellie. Ellie gives really warm energy. I told you guys, I'm like a puppy IRL. I can feel when someone is like really nice, really warm. He gives really warm energy. I don't know how he is on stream so far with you guys, but I remember in Japan almost every day there were some moments we were nervous or anything and we were just like comforting each other, like being like, oh, don't worry, it's gonna go great, blah blah blah, like for example for the recording and stuff like that. I remember, for me at least, I'm kind of touchy when it comes to like comfort. I know Ash was a lot like that to me, like the little like side hugs and stuff like that. I know Ellie like was rubbing my back a lot and I really like that. I'm just like, I feel warm inside and I feel loved. Yeah, very positive because I get overwhelmed really easily. I'm really sensitive and stuff. I'm really it really felt nice. I was like, oh my god, those are the perfect Genmates for me. They take care of me. It's a really nice feeling. I'm really happy. I couldn't be more happier, actually. Oh, I'm gonna get diabetes from all the sweetness. I'm so sorry, but that's the truth. I can't help it. How do I say that? I've seen some people ask, who's your favorite Genmate? For example, who's your favorite senpai? And for senpai, it might be easier to reply as of now just because, you know, like the people you spend time with. When it comes to Genmates, I really cannot tell because we were just like so easily, we clicked so fast. I don't know. We clicked so fast. It was just, we got along immediately. It was insane. It was insane to me. It was just insane to me. I don't know. I don't want to get like really sappy. Like, I don't want to get only sappy because it was, that's more about like me as a person. But when I decided to do this, when I decided to audition and everything, I think I gave Mane-san's kind of a scare multiple times because I obviously cannot say what in particular or what happened or anything, but a lot of stuff happened that made it so that I was not sure if I could debut or anything. Like, I'm saying this right now. A lot of stuff happened that I would be that were like, is Kaylin gonna be okay? And on top of that, I have kind of like a funny story. So you know the story Lucy talked about before joining like FSP? He thought that it was a scam or something. Mine is quite the opposite because it's like everyone around me, not me, like I was in 100%, but everybody around me was like, it's a scam, and I was like, no, it's not.